What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are here in camp because, of course, we spent all of our short rests getting through the last little section there, so we gotta rest up before we continue our exploration. We gotta take it easy.
The Yankee relic. I will have an explanation, or your head.
Walk away now. I won't warn you again.
Relic? This is about the artifact, isn't it?
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
Neither of you are necessarily wrong here, but they both need to take a chill pill and relax. Rest, both of you. Tempers will be cooler in the morning.
I doubt this one's wits will be any sharper by then.
Of course, the
I
little
do not
stab.
wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to end this.
Fine. You can accept you're wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently. Either way, I win.
That's confidence about that fight, but I wouldn't be so confident about that. Lae'Zel's a tough one.
You had every chance to look the other way, but here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
The worshippers of Shah, huh? I guess that's why she was so confident. Wasn't gonna be no fight. Fight smart, not fair, I guess. Alright. We're gonna have to handle this. We need to roll a 10. Let's hope we have the reporter talk Shadowheart out of this. Okay, well, we missed it by 1. That's not a confident start. We have 1 inspiration to try and fix this. Okay, we got it. Put the knife down, Shadowheart. She's a valuable member of the team.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
We need her, Shadowheart. Give her a chance.
Can I do that, Lae'Zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The bare minimum, we don't need to slaughter each other in our beds.
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
It does speak sense, Lae'Zel. Okay, well, crisis averted there. Let's talk to Shadowheart about what just happened here, when she gets done pet and scratch.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
I want to talk about what happened with Lae'Zel.
We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I wouldn't imagine you would be.
I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now.
That's good. I'd rather keep things friendly between all of us.
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
And maybe friendlier was the term I should have used there.
It's been a day, Scratch. Come here, boy.
They do say dogs are pretty smart on who they decide to like. Lae'Zel, your pride must be very injured about that.
Speak. Quickly.
About your quarrel with Shadowheart.
It is over where I am concerned.
Good enough for me. That's a relief. We won't survive this if we don't stand together.
It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Okay, so as far as you're concerned, you're like better friends now. Let's ask her about the disc we found.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'Zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'Zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Tirsu, you said. What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Who's Orpheus?
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
You'll bear it just fine. Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
Did you say history is written by the victors? And if it's true, it sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
I mean, while this is not necessarily our business, we're heading to a Githyanki crash here soon. I'd like to know if the people they answer to are on our side or not. You'll note, too, that when we had our encounter with Voss, I think is his name, the guy who was riding the dragon, we caught him lying when he said that he was going to go report to the queen. That's not where he was going. Food for thought. Well, it looks like we got a free long rest thanks to our little fight club going on between Lae'Zel and Shadowheart. So let's go ahead and hop this up immediately. Get symbiotic entity and speak with animals ready to go. I was thinking we might actually tag Lae'Zel in for a second, because right after this we're going to go deal with those petrified drow, and then probably the worshippers of BOOAL. And you know what? Let's keep Karlach. Let's give Karlach another chance out there in the field. We'll keep mixing it up a little. Gale won't be around much, but that's just because I'm not necessarily a fan of Gale. Okay. Everybody stop. Everybody freeze. Now you're all welcome to move. This can be a hell of a fight. No. Don't you run over there. I have a petrified drow here. We do have somewhere in our inventory. We have a basilisk oil. Antidote. Where are you? I know we have some. Unless it's in one of our other companions' inventories, but I know for a fact we have it. Holy water. Bear with me a second. Basilisk oil. Turn a petrified creature back to its organic form. Oh, this just dragged us straight into the encounter. Well, we tried. I thought I would try something fancy there. See if we could chit-chat to the drow before we dealt with what turned them all to stone. Doesn't seem like it, though. Well, we're about to find out what turned it to stone. And it's a tough fight. This is our first look at a spectator. They are not easy to tangle with. Fortunately, we are up on the high ground here, so before we get involved in this, let's drop a save. See, it has quite the health bar. This thing is chunky. They are not easy to take. We got it with 4 turns of reverberation.
Blood comes easy these days.
We are just gonna give it everything that we got right off the bat and try and get it to take as much heat as we can get it to take. Alright, Karlach. I almost want to drop you down into the chaos, actually. Let's do it. You might get hurt by this. Oh, she can't jump it? Interesting. Alright, well then we're just gonna attack with the crossbow as much as we can.
Aye, aye.
He's a friend because we woke him up. This one might be a friend. If we can get him dead before this becomes an issue, we might be okay. That's Dawn. We literally know Dawn. Dawn is in a lot of the codexes we've looked at. Alright, since our spectator friend ran away, we're gonna have to chase. Starion, we gotta get you out of the blind. Do what you can for us, buddy. Gotta...
On my way.
Can you make it out of the blind? No, you can't. That's unfortunate. Not in range for that either. Let's dash. That was a reverberation. We did get it off.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Alright, we're gonna move our moonbeam onto him.
Seems like the best way.
Might still hit him. Okay, it's just off in the distance, but that's fine. We'll get him next time. If he survives this turn, I think
Ready for another round?
Karlach's gonna have something to say about him living this. Reckless attack. There it is.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
Ah, you must be the one Zargrim battled.
Battled? Please. That implies rivalry. He will be but a footnote in my legend. I am Dawn, 3rd son of House Bartol, 1st rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
What's that?
A memory shard. They hold their glow for years. And it's fading.
You've been
It
here a
contains
while.
knowledge that is precious to me. If it has grown this dull, then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro?
Zargrim's dead. His body's rotting in a myconid circle.
Truly? Excellent. He might actually serve some purpose feeding fungus.
Drow,
We
huh?
were friends once. 3 of us working together to find a lost wonder. Until the others grew jealous, began to guard their secrets. By any chance, did you find anything of interest on dear Zargrim's corpse?
I wonder if he'll turn on us if we tell him the truth. He had this manual on him.
So the bastard was hiding something. Trust Zargrim to require instructions. I'll put them to better use. And on the off chance you've read them yourself, well, this knowledge is only useful so long as I am the only one who
Yeah, I
holds
thought
it.
so.
My apologies.
No need to apologize. I'm happy to send you to the grave as well. Goodbye.
Make it hurt. I can't even catch my breath.
Saved a moonbeam just for you, friend.
Cutting to the chase.
From dust to spores, huh?
Never a
Didn't need to be like that, but he chose it. And here's the last part of that icy hair. I'll gladly yoink all of this up. Send that to camp. Here's a memory shard. The blast pendant gives you lightning blast. We'll give that to Shadowheart. I wonder. We can't bring any of them back to life because we used the last of our basilisk oil. Too bad we had to smoke the one guy, but I wonder. Let's try and speed this up a little. Oh, they do have loot, and I do get XP for doing that, so you already know.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
We'll just scout on the side of that. We already came up most of here, I just want this guy. I thought I could skirt that by running back fast enough. Up we get. Let's loot the rest of these drow. So basically these 3 drow all killed each other for the forge knowledge. Which none of them got to use anyway, because they all ended up killing each other.
If you insist.
The Spectator's Eye. I'll give that to Shadowheart too. I'll use Karlak to get rid of the rest of these. She has the blunt weapon, so it'll probably work the best. Thought so. Take care of that. More of your dead friends over here. Most of them are already gone, but... I was wondering if any of them might have drow boots, since they are all drow. Originally, I was totally planning on saving you all, but you turned on me for the sake of a relic that's not even relevant to you anymore, because it's been like 2,000 years, so... I'd do anything with this.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Arcana. Gently probe the thoughts within. Give guidance to it too. Should nail this.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Forge Central. Guess we ought to find the thing.
Yeah, given on how much everybody involved in this place gives a shit about it, it's probably a good idea. Alright, so we have this little thing to take care of right here. There it is. That is the little hint for us to get there. I suppose before we go deal with BOOAL, blew ourselves up, didn't we? Yeah, we did. That's okay. Before we deal with BOOAL, might behoove us to try and deal with this. Alright. Let's take a save before we have a swing at this.
Wanna dance?
Karlak, as I said, you got strong legs. You're the jumper.
Gotcha.
Fake. Well, we got Chike.
Fake shrooms. Deceit and danger.
Jumped up before it became a problem. And here we are. That portal goes its own way, but this, like before, in the hag's domain,
Fake wall. What's on the other side?
is very fake. You can go check by yourself what's on the other side. This brought us into the hag's lair. The nice little back cave all the way down here. This is inside the hag's lair, so she had a way to get to the Underdark. We'll take the chickens. There isn't much else to do here. There's just the skulls. I think this is intended just as like a little connection to where you're at. Because we're under the hag's tea house, I believe. With another one of these doors. Because we can't pass through this. But if you go through it and look, the hag's hideout. We just can't walk through it. But that is where it is.
On it.
Slide back down now. This one, I am not so sure on. And that just takes us back down, so now we have a back and forth to just hop and skip right on up.
Still breathing.
That takes care of the illusory wall.
Have to keep going.
And then we can head on down to the secret area that I was telling you about. We're gonna hit this with a bow. Let everybody hop over. Damn, Astarion, you took a risk with that one. And the Festering Cove. This place is actually pretty funny. Again, there's a cult here that worships like Baal on Wish, basically. It's a death cult. BOOALL's faithful. And you can actually talk to the priest and sacrifice one of your companions here to get a permanent buff. Now, we obviously won't sacrifice anybody, that's not what we're about, but it's still funny to point out that you can do it. BOOAL. Sit down. Astarion.
What now?
I'd like you to stay on the high ground.
Creature is lost in devotion.
Our blood to fill your oceans. O blessed BOOAL! Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Words, priest! Promises! Your god wants proof! Wants blood!
These beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
So they made up their own version of BOOAL, basically.
You! Our Lord of Murder demands sacrifice! You will be an offering for the great god BOOAL!
Now here, you can literally sacrifice somebody here to get a permanent buff, but we're not going to be doing any of this. I will take a stab at this to try and determine what it is, just for the explanation's sake of the video. We need a 20. Oh, that's not going to be happening. Well, we took a stab at it.
Well placed! BOOAL wants a sacrifice! BOOAL wants blood!
BOOAL won't get anything. Let's just get this done. Astarion, I left you on the high ground on purpose. Thank you, buddy. You take a slice down here too, actually.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
We can deal with that fine. And just like the good old days, we're going to drop a spike growth right on the whole enemy stack. Good luck trying to get out of that, friends.
Let's get this over with.
It can be a little hefty. You see they have 62 health. Be a little chunky.
Let's end this.
Shadowheart. Let's walk you up. And now you can use your Channel Divinity. They're all going to get stacks of Radiating Orb and Reverberation. In fact, I can even drag you further into the spike growth, actually, which is just going to straight up rock your world. You'll be okay there for now. The noises they make are funny. You have 7, so let's go with you. Extra attack should finish you off. Beautiful. And now we'll let the fish people take that turn. You're gonna have to dash all the way around into range. It's gonna make most of your economy useless this turn. How are you gonna deal with my bullshit? Not very good. See, they all had to use their economy to get out. Astarion. Yeah, we can't quite finish him yet. Right, you're the one that's given us the most problems here in terms of stopping us from moving. Use our extra attack. Get you off balance. Now we can back up. Hit this one with Halo of Spores.
What should I do?
Shadowheart. You're gonna give them all a stack of things that are gonna make them feel really bad. And then you're just gonna wait in. Beautiful. Now they're all having a bad day.
This is gonna feel good.
Karlach, you can finish that one. See if you can get this guy too. Beautiful. That takes care of our flank.
I'm not going to
won't last much longer.
BOOAL there hits like a fucking truck, huh? They are very invested in Shadowheart. Okay, let's fix that. There you go, Shadowheart.
That should work.
You belong to me now. Try and carve Shadowheart and exit here.
Concentrate.
Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are.
Go back into my spike growth, buddy.
Got to keep fighting.
Alright, Shadow. Move all the way back if you can manage it. Give yourself a tier 3 heal.
Take your heal.
That's fine, you can hop out of that. Let Karlach take some of the heat. I'm not too worried about her. She can definitely hold her own.
Where do I go from here?
Alright, Karlach. It's go time.
Just because I'm an asshole. You can go back into the spike growth, you little shit. Well, aren't you amusing?
Important is ever easy.
Bone chill you.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Can't give up.
It's fine. Yeah, Karlach might take a fall here too, actually. He almost took a fall. Oh, and you become a zombie now too. Look at that. That's the beautiful part of when you reanimate a zombie, is when they kill something, also becomes a zombie. But now we're just gonna start snowballing and having our own little militia to worry about here. It is quite funny to me that we turned their god into a zombie who is now attacking them. That's amusing to me. It's gonna be fun watching the zombie build kind of snowball into effect. One of you is still alive. We'll deal with you later. You have the range of Starion? You don't. Alright, well. You look. Thank you. You have the range now? You do. He's frightened, I assume, because his god is now trying to eat his brains. Got a spike growth so he can walk across the field. Good night. Which would leave. Where is the last fish, bro? He's right there. Howdy, partner. Let's walk a little this way. Let's not get shoved into the abyss by chance.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart, I don't think we'll need your turn, to be honest. Heal up for me, Karlach.
BOOAL! Our lord has been murdered!
He has indeed. He's a zombie now. He's still alive. He's still here, technically. It looks like he wants a cuddle. You aren't gonna worship your god?
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And there it is. Relatively short rest there.
Light on my feet.
It's too bad that he did actually become a zombie, because I would have liked to have looted his body, actually. That might fuck us over in the long run, but... This one's gonna stick around for a little. We have a little zombie now, and every time he hits something again, it's gonna turn into a zombie, so it's just gonna snowball.
How do people do this all day?
The more you fight, the stronger you get. Oh, BOOAL's corpse is still there, because the zombie exploded from his guts. Okay, that's good. Fossilized shell. Shadowheart, you might be able to use that one day. That's their weapon too, is BOOAL's arms. Yeah, the first time I found this, I thought it was hilarious. Like the discount ball god. It's very funny to me. And again, it's even more hilarious that you can totally sacrifice one of your companions to get a permanent buff out of this if you choose. The only beware I will give you about zombies, if you're following along with my build for whatever reason, be careful when you take them into cities. Because they'll totally scare the shit out of civilians. It's not good to walk around with a zombie army. There's not much to this place. It literally just is what you already saw. I just think it's funny. There's no way I couldn't have included this in the video. It's hilarious. If we did an evil playthrough, you know, I might have sacrificed somebody, but... I actually quite like the older companions we brought, so maybe I should have brought Gale. I fed him to BOOAL real quick. Message in a bottle. Dad, sorry I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost and that our old house is gone. But I read a book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. When you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate. Or maybe come visit. I'll write again when I can get more paper. Donnie.
Let's get going.
We did meet Donnie down there in the Druid's Grove. It seems like he got separated from his father. Of course, I don't think his father's gonna be coming back too likely. This seems like this is kind of a wishing well place. People have been tossing gold down here. Unless this is just the fish's treasure trove. The light above leads me to believe that maybe there's some kind of opening above us where people make wishes.
Open up.
Too bad we can't look up to check. Let's read the ecstasy of murder. Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation. Mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare. Until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates, this scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. So that's clearly where these fish people, the Kuatoa, found out about Baal, but I guess they read it wrong, and so they thought it was BOOAL. And since they have that unique ability, they manifested all that. So if we go back to the Underdark Beach, we're about done with this section of the Underdark. I mean, we took care of the Arcane Tower. We did the Worshippers of BOOAL. We took care of this little shortcut place. This is all done. We did everything we could do in the Myconid Collie for now. One thing we didn't do yet, but which we will take care of right now, is this. Put all these parts together. Now we have all three. And we get Morning Frost. Heart of Ice. When dealing cold damage, the wielder deals an additional 1 cold damage. We have Insidious Cold. Dealing cold damage with a spell possibly inflicts chilled upon the target. Then you get Ray of Frost and Topple. Pretty good quarterstaff for a mage. We'll probably just send that over to Gale, honestly. You could do with some wizardy things to play with, I think. Now that we're done with this, we did burn a lot of our spell slots messing around with things like that. We'll probably save the Duergar boat for next episode when we go deal with the relevant things there. But I'll probably just go ahead and wrap it right here on the thingy, and then we'll start next episode in camp again. So, thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.